Hey guys, it's Willow. It is day 9 of my 4th Ascension. I am collector score 4.5 with 99 metallics out of 300. And as you can see behind me, I am patiently waiting for my 100th metallic so that I can unlock the mine and get in there and get the Ascended generation. Today has been a very slow day on metallics. When I woke up this morning, I was at 87 metallics, so I really haven't gotten very many today, but something exciting that just happened a couple minutes ago is I activated my boost and I was generating commons, and I got about halfway through that boost, so about 30 minutes in, and I wasn't getting any metallics and it was very frustrating. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to switch to rare. And so I switched to the rare generation here that you see. And not even 10 seconds later, I got a clone. So that clone pushed me up to 99 metallics. And now I'm here waiting for that 100th metallic. So as you can see here, I had been on commons for some time. Mostly chromes. We got one diamond here. Also, I was on commons with egg luck on for a little while as well, so you'll see that I did get some uncommon metallics. And then here is my upper metallic index, which is just, it's not really surprising that this has happened, but it's just funny to see it this way because there it is! There it is, you guys! 100 metallics. It happened. It happened while I was recording. Yes, that is so exciting. 100 metallics. We're going to be in the mine right now. 100. Yes. So I'm gonna have to remember to come back to this and talk about it, but yay. So that was still during my boost. So I got 3 mets, 1 clone and 1 regular met during this metallic boost. Yes, it feels so good to be back in the mine. All right, so let's see. We have some doors to open here. And we need to buy the Ascended generation. So in past Ascensions, it's kind of funny because I would always forget to save up the 20k stones, and I'd come in here all excited because I just made it into the mine, and then I wouldn't have the stones to buy the Ascended generation. So this time I did remember. There we go. So you see now the Ascended egg appears here in my generation machine. Alright, so now that we're back in the mine and we have the Ascended generation, we're no longer going to be focused on mets at this time. We are going to shift focus back to stones. So the first thing I need to do is create a stone build. It's also a 2x gold weekend, so you're going to see me picking things relating to quests because we have accounts spread out to all of the areas. I have alternate accounts all over the 4 main areas so that we can do AFK questing. So you're going to notice that I'm picking things I normally wouldn't pick for a stone build, but that is because we are AFK questing during this 2x weekend. We're going to go heavy on egg luck and calcify because we want our best chance at making as many stones as possible. And you'll see now that I do not have tier 7. So when I have extra points, I'm going to start working my way back down. So instead of going down here and adding to these lower levels, I'm going to fill in from now the top to the bottom with my extra points. So we're going to add more to calcify. So that's going to help us with stones. And let's see, I can probably do some more quest options. Now you may be wondering why I'm not picking metallic luck, and I'm going to explain that to you in just a second. Okay, so the reason I am not picking metallic luck in my lab at this time is because even though I need these mythical metallics, they're going to fill in regardless of whether I have the additional metallic luck or not. So as I mentioned, metallics are not my focus right now. Even without metallic luck in my lab, I still have 1 in 16k. That is still very good, and I'm going to get those mythical metallics naturally just because I'm generating Ascended. And you can see that because of all of my egg luck, I'm getting a lot of mythical pets. So it's not going to be a problem. Those are going to fill in. And a lot of pre-Ascension players as well, I've noticed that they feel like they need to get all of the prod titaniums before dropping down and going for a different rarity to get into the mine. And I just want to let you know that that's not the case. You don't need to focus on these prodigious titaniums, because what happens is eventually you're going to work your way back around with your 1200 metallics, and as you start to move up through the different rarities, you're going to get metallics from fusing. So you could be on any of these rarities, even common, and as you're fusing up to mythical, you could fill in these prodigious metallics that way. And as I was saying earlier, it's not surprising that I have only and all of the Ascended Titaniums. It's just really funny to see it look that way. But the reason that that happened is because when I was generating the prodigious egg, I had such a high level of egg luck that it was almost like I was actually generating Ascended. So it was very natural for these Ascended pets to be the metallics that I was getting first and I was getting the most of. So you see them all in a row there. This is the first time in the game that I've ever seen that happen on one of my accounts, but it really does truly make a lot of sense as to why that happened, because of how much egg luck I have and what it does to your generation when you're on the prodigious egg. All right, so we're back in the mine now. We can check and see we have 20 ingots. So this 2x gold weekend, I have been AFK questing, as I mentioned, and once you're in the grove, you get these blue stones called runes from questing. So I've been using those on egg luck and metallic luck. These are the two that I usually start on. And I always put just a few on gold and shiny, but they're not my main focus. The first weekend that I quest, it's usually always these two. I've also been upgrading my shiny wall. So our goal there is going to be to get that to ×3. And let's have a look here at the leaderboard and just see where we have landed. All right, so we're at number 23 with 100 metallics out of 300. So it feels so good to be back on the Ascended generation. I still have a few things that I didn't finish that I need to go back and finish. So let me show you. I was just in such a hurry to get my metallic luck upgraded and get back into the mine that there are just certain things that I never came back and did, like attack rate here. So we're going to get that up to 100%. There we go. So I definitely want to be getting the next level of the lab as soon as possible, because with Ascension, you get 5 lab points each Ascension, and we have ended up having so many lab points that it's almost like you're ready to unlock the higher lab level before you can afford it. So that is some things that we need to consider and possibly change our strategies around and work on getting those lab levels earlier than we used to. In fact, this Ascension, I got tier 6 here much earlier than I ever did before, and that was because I had so many extra points to allocate to it. I decided to go for it sooner. So one surprising thing in here is that I never finished calcified luck, and I was really relying on my lab for additional calcified luck rather than spending stones on it, because I had these upper tiers earlier than usual. So we definitely are going to come back and max calcify luck and also finish up our generation speed. And once those two things are done, then it's going to be working on metallic luck. So I had got metallic luck to 100 clicks before I felt like I was ready to drop down to a lower rarity and get into the mine. But now that we have done what we set out to do and we got the Ascended generation, we're back on stones, we're focused on making stones, finishing up our upgrades, and then we're gonna start working on the rest of metallic luck. Now, if you recall, this Ascension, I put more points on metallic luck. So I'm going to be checking my statistics from last Ascension, and most likely I won't be needing to take this all the way up to 200 clicks. I may be stopping earlier than that, just because I have more points in metallic luck upstairs for Ascension. So we're gonna be checking on that, and I'll be letting you guys know if I decide to go all the way to 200, but I don't think I will be. I think I'm going to be stopping earlier than that. So you see here that my team is not even all titaniums yet, but that is going to change, and what will end up happening is we'll end up with the 6 titanium ascended and 6 titanium mythical. So this was an exciting update. I am so glad that I got to share getting my 100th metallic with you guys while I was recording. That was really exciting. And I want to thank you all for watching and for following along with me on my journey. Thank you so much to my subscribers and to all the members of my community. We are growing more and more each day. And just thank you guys for all of your kind words and your positivity and your support. It means so much to me. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next video.